What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James, talking to you today about Compound. Compound's a beast. Compounded something pretty spectacular in the last bull cycle. It is way off its previous highs. So let's look and see if it can hit them once again. Before I get into that though, guys, if you are new to the channel, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about. And in the videos I showed everyone was buying these cryptos up because I thought they were quality. You can see what the prices were of all these coins when I recorded and released the vids. You can see the highs that these coins hit less than 18 months onward. Now, I bought all these, I sold all these, around 18 months on. If you'd have done the same, let's say you'd put $10 into each, that's a $260 investment, your profit would have been 12 grand. If you'd put $100 into each, that's a $2,600 investment, your profit would have been 123 grand. And just, to go one step further, if you'd put $1,000 into each, that would have been $26,000, your profit would have been 1.23 million. Now, after selling these, I have been buying up new cryptos. These are the cryptos that I think are going to do beastly things in the next bull cycle. If you want to copy along to my investments, you can do. Just go to copymycrypto.com. Now, that's a site I run where I share with the members the coins that I own. So anytime I buy a crypto, I let the members know what the crypto is, the gains I think it can have, and the percentage of my money that I'm putting in. When I sell a crypto, I do the same thing, except it's what crypto am I selling and what percentage of my holdings am I selling, and then what am I doing with the money. Now, often it's just banking profits because that's the actual biggest mistake that everyone makes in crypto. I put out a poll recently and everyone said the biggest mistake I make is not banking enough profits. I do that regularly, so my members do. Now, if you didn't make 20 or 30x or 40x gains in the last bull cycle, we did on Copy My Crypto. We had coins that 50x'd, 100x'd, Phantom did nearly 700x gains. And if you go onto the site right now, you'll be able to see what the members achieved in the last bull cycle. You'll be able to see what I've said historically as well, and you'll be able to verify it all because it's all public record. It's all on this channel's history. And you can read through the site and you can make an informed decision if this is something you want, where you want to make the gains without doing any of the work. Remember, I do all the work and the members just copy along and they make the same profits I do. And if that sounds good to you, like I say, pause this video now, go read the site. All right, let's talk about Compound. So Compound has been through one bull cycle. It launched at around 93 bucks, hit heights of around $854 in the last bull cycle. Right now, it's a shell of its former self at 37 bucks. Market cap is 286 million. Staggering drop off. So let's talk about this. So 76% of the supply is already out. There'll be another 2.5 million or so tokens that are released over the course of the next few years. This is in over 200,000 watch lists, Compound. In terms of holders, it's not bad. One sec. Let's grab... Oh, I want Chain Explorers. There we go. Let's grab Etherscan, see how many holders there currently are on Ethereum. 210,000. 210,000 holders. And obviously they own, some of them will own fractions of the amount, but that's a lot of holders. Lots of holders. For a coin that has a market cap of 286 million, that's a lot of holders. Now, Compound has released variations onto a few different chains now. You've got Ethereum there, Arbitrum there, Polygon there. And you can see what the daily supply prices are, basically. You can, or daily supply is rather, not prices. You can see what the APY per year is. When you actually open up the app, you can actually go through whether you want to go on version 2, version 3 or whatever. You can also change the chain that you want to use, whether it's Ethereum, Polygon, Arbitrum. And you can see what the earning percentage is. So it's about 3.21% for basically just the dollar, like USDC. You can see the markets as well, and you can see what the total earning is for the markets versus total borrowing. This is a lending and borrowing platform. So you can see the earn APR is 3.21%, the borrow APR is 3.99%. So right now, the total supply for wrapped Bitcoin is nearly $250 million. The Oracle price tells you what the Oracle price is. You can see what the reserves and collateral liquidation factor is, the liquidation penalty is. And then bear in mind, look, this is one of those things where if you say you wanted to open it up, you wanted to take a look, you decided you were going to borrow potentially some collateral, you could then put that back in as collateral that you lend out. You know, it's a way of sort of effectively doing a workaround of the percentage yields. So it's a nice way of sort of supplementing your income. Compound has done insanely well over the course of time. You know, there's very few lending and borrowing and DeFi protocols that had the success that Compound did. I think really it's only Aave, I think Synthetics for a moment in time, Maker, but Compound has been insanely successful. So when you deposit tokens into the Compound pool, you receive the C tokens in return. These represent your stake in the pool, and they can be used to redeem the value of what you deposited at any one time. So say you deposited Ethereum into a pool, you'd receive the Compound version of Ethereum in return. Over time, the exchange rates of these C tokens to the underlying asset increases, which means you can redeem them for more of the underlying asset than you initially put in. So that's how the interest is distributed. On the flip side, borrowers can take a secured loan from any Compound pool by depositing collateral. The maximum loan to value ratio varies depending on the collateral's asset, depending on the asset that you're offering as collateral. But it ranges from sort of 50 to 75%. The interest rate paid varies by borrowed assets, and borrowers can face automatic liquidation if their collateral falls below the important maintenance threshold. So Compound has done staggeringly well over the course of time. I mean, even now, total value locked into Compound is 1.3 billion. So it's about 5 times the current market cap of Compound. Heavily used, backed by huge beasts like Coinbase Ventures, like Dragonfly, like Polychain. Yes, 3 Arrows Capital is there, but they backed a lot of things. So they would not have been big enough holders to really damage Compound. Now, Compound is buyable everywhere. If you are going to get Compound, one thing I would say is that I recommend you check out BitGet. Now, if you're unfamiliar with BitGet, BitGet is one of the best exchanges about. They have phenomenal earn features. They have phenomenal copy trading features. For those of you that want to sort of day trade but don't know how to get started, there's day traders left, right, and center on BitGet. But more than anything, if you are literally just a daily crypto investor or trader, if you don't have an account with BitGet, get one. Because if you're doing the exact same thing at Binance, you take that money over, you go to BitGet, you do the exact same thing you're doing on Binance, you get $1,000 as a bonus. And there's a partner link in the description that will get you discounts on trading fees. I partnered with BitGet because I expect them to be a top 5 exchange. Their proof of reserves are outstanding, and not to mention, they hired Messi, Lionel Messi, as an ambassador when they started. You know, they have plans to be a top 5 exchange, and I think they'll achieve that with ease. So if you've not got an account, I would suggest you join. Use the partner link in the description. Gives you an opportunity to get a $1,000 bonus for doing nothing different in your life. Now, one thing I'll say about Compound is, I think, it hit some significant heights. I mean, if it was to hit, let's say, $800 again, you are looking at a market cap of about $6 billion. That isn't outlandish. That isn't crazy. But I will point out, look, one bull cycle is not evidence of a pattern. It doesn't, just because it absolutely boomed in the last bull cycle does not mean it will do that again. We've seen many, many coins over the course of crypto that have done an insane first bull cycle and never lived up. So when you're seeing only one bull cycle that it's been through, no evidence of a long-term uptrend, you make your predictions and you make your assessments more conservative because you cannot expect a new all-time high. If it's done 2 back-to-back, then you could say, yeah, the third one will be an all-time high, but one bull cycle is not enough evidence. I look at Compound and I go, look, a lot of volume during that bull cycle was hovering around the $500 mark. I think that's its target. Now, don't get me wrong, this could easily break through $500. It could break through its previous high. But with one bull cycle as evidence, it's not enough. It's not enough. So I would look at $500 as the sort of target point. Again, that still puts it at a market cap of about $3.75 billion. That's still quite high. It's not enormous, but that's achievable. That's achievable. Could it hit 1,000? Absolutely it could. But as of right now, one bull cycle, you sort of can make your estimates more conservative because there's been plenty of coins over the course of time that have not broken the previous high. There is not a history of success here. There's a moment of success. And if it breaks a new all-time high in the next bull cycle, then when it crashes in the bear cycle that's after, you'd be fair to estimate that it's going to break its previous, break a new high in the third bull cycle that it experiences. But right now, I conservatively go $500. But what do you guys think? Do you think it will do more? Do you think it will hit 4 figures? Because it could easily hit 4 figures. Don't forget, we saw centralized exchanges wreck people over the past few years. It's well within the realms of possibility that just a lot of people are not going to touch centralized exchanges as much. As a result, more value, more money starts flowing in to DEXs and to DeFi protocols. And it's always something to consider. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. And guys, if you want to make the gains in crypto in the next bull cycle without doing thousands of hours of work, then go read copymycrypto.com. It's where I share the coins that I'm in. Anytime I buy a crypto, the members are alerted. Anytime I sell a crypto, the members are alerted. Now, I've been in crypto for, 8 years now, I think. And in the last few bull cycles, obviously I've made gains. In the last bull cycle, all the gains as well were public because I shared them on YouTube. I shared them in Copy My Crypto. I was the only YouTuber anywhere to talk about Phantom being one of the best investments of the year. Highlighted it in a Udemy course I created where I said this is going to 100x or more. Did 700x gains. So if you think you can find the coins that are going to do those gains, then cool. Obviously, you don't need Copy My Crypto. But if you don't think you can, if you don't want to do, and if you also don't think you have the time, the energy to do it, then Copy My Crypto could be for you. Go read the site, go see what the members achieved in the last bull cycle, go see what I said in the past. You can verify it all, and you can make an informed decision if this is something you'd like to make the gains without doing the work. And like I say, the evidence is there. You can see what the members have achieved. And I'll see you guys soon. Take it easy. Bye-bye.